it's Adam. So I'm going to run through a quick tutorial on stitching, adjusting some levels, and maybe popping it out a little more. Just to quickly start off where where this sort of came from, or how I ended up with this object. Just some quick Z modeler, move some stuff around, add some subdivisions, and then for this, to follow this part, all I've done is I've got a polygroup here. So if I were to grab a slice brush, so you can just do any, so slice curve, you cut through here, I'll give you this. And then I took this here, and you can see it's lined up, but I did stroke polygroups, frame mesh, and you'll get these frames around all of your different meshes here. From there, I did a insert stitch brush. You just click it, and I'll put it on that line there. So that's how I ended up with that. After that, I went into Maya, set up some quick UV maps. Just something really simple here. Looks like this. Took it over to Marmoset, did some bakes, set up some maps. The albedo I'm using for the ID map, and on the high poly, let me show you real quick. I've just enabled vertex color. So see right here, vertex color. So enable that, and then you should be able to get the ID map that we need. Okay, so Substance Painter. I've already gone ahead and applied some just real basic layers here with different. Now what I want to do is get the stitches here to pop out a little bit more. So I'll call this stitches so I can see it. Move this up to the top. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I have a color selection applied here. You can adjust the levels of this. So it's not completely covering the stitches here. Maybe I want to increase the tolerance there so that I catch a little more. After that is done, I can, so I have a mask here. I can use that mask to give myself some more height. So actually don't really need the rest of these here. So I can turn these off. But I can use the height, and you can see I can push it in or out. So using this, I could duplicate this. And then I'm going to actually take this outside of this mask here. Do the same thing, add mask with color selection, pick color, pick the yellow here. And then I'm going to adjust the height. So I don't care about color right now, so I'm going to turn everything off except for height. And then the height I can move out, right? So now it's popping it out a little bit more than what it was before. And then I'm going to duplicate this and do the same thing, but the opposite. So I'm going to reduce the height. Okay. Now the one that's going down, so I'm going to call this stitch indent. I don't think I need this bottom one because I'm going to be pushing this below. Okay, so put it below, and then the top one, so we'll call this stitch top. I think I can delete this. I don't need it. Okay, so I have color, and then stitch indent. So this is going to be my shadow. So for color, I can call this, you know, we could do something dark. Okay, I'm actually not going to do completely black. I'm going to tint it. And then on the mask, I can do a filter. I could do blur, blur intensity. You can see I can adjust how wide this is affecting it. So if I turn up the color here, you should be able to see a little better. Yeah. Okay. And then blur. So we can do blur intensity. You can add another level on top of this. And we can adjust the height as well. So if I go back to material, you can see that I can really pump this down to get it to pop. Now this isn't exactly right, so it's not always going to work perfectly, but with the levels, we can probably adjust this to be tuned to what we need. So let's go to mask. Okay, so we have this going on. So maybe I can blur this and then blur it back. So I'm going to do another filter, blur, blur, and then do another levels and just crush this back to where I need it. There we go, we got a stripe going on our stitches. So nothing too complicated, but now that we have this, we can also use this for the color. So I believe it is using it a little bit, but again, you can adjust the intensity there. Maybe we want to reduce the roughness so it's indented and give a little more contrast there. So we can go roughness. There we go. Okay, and then the stitch top, let's put this something more normal. Roughness, I want to make this less rough. Okay, so it's the opposite, so I need to go white. White on this one. There we go. Okay, so there you go. I don't think there's too much else to cover here, so I'm going to keep it short, but that's how I'd go about doing it.